I was supposed to see her as just one thing, my brother's wife. Nothing more. But I never could. Their wedding was in early fall, in her parents' backyard. The kind of picture-perfect afternoon people dream about, sunlight filtering through golden leaves, a gentle breeze swaying the flowers, and guests laughing like life was simple. She was radiant, of course. Everyone said so. But to me, it was different. To me, she was the question I never wanted to ask myself. The one that unraveled every carefully built wall in my mind. What if she wasn't his? Lauren. Even her name felt soft in my mouth. She moved like she belonged to every space she entered. Effortlessly elegant. Quietly observant. The kind of woman who didn't need to say much to be the center of gravity. Our eyes met during the ceremony. It was fleeting, but it wasn't neutral. And after that, nothing felt the same. Family dinners became a test of restraint. Sitting across the table, trying not to notice the way she smiled at everyone but lingered a second longer on me. I'd catch myself watching her more than listening to anyone. Her laugh, her gestures, the way she touched the rim of her wine glass when she was thinking. I made excuses to be around. Stopping by their house with made-up errands. Offering to help my brother with things he didn't even ask for. Always casual. Always just passing by. And she never pulled away. But she never quite leaned in either. Still, in those pauses, in the spaces between our conversations, there was something. A kind of quiet electricity. She listened like she could hear the things I wasn't saying. And when our silences stretched too long, I felt seen in a way that terrified me. One night, after dinner, my brother went to bed early, 3 beers in and snoring within minutes. I stayed behind to help her clean up. Music played low from the living room, something soft and jazzy. The porch light spilled golden shadows across the floor, and everything felt suspended, like a scene from a film that didn't belong to real life. "You're never in any of the photos," she said suddenly, scrolling through her phone. "It's easier that way," I replied without thinking. "No one sees what they're not supposed to." She looked at me for a long second, too long. Then her gaze dropped, like she understood exactly what I meant. "I see," she whispered. No kiss. No touch. Just a silence so loud it filled the room. I felt like I was standing on the edge of something fragile and dangerous all at once. After that night, I did what cowards do. I avoided her. Cancelled dinners. Dodged phone calls. Claimed I was busy. I kept my distance, not because I didn't want her, but because I did. Then one afternoon, she showed up at my office. Said she was just in the area. Asked if I wanted to grab coffee. I said yes. We sat across from each other in a small, sunlit cafe. Talked about safe things, work, the weather, old memories. But everything underneath was trembling. Every word felt like it might crack open the truth we were both pretending didn't exist. In the parking lot, just before she turned to leave, it happened. "I keep telling myself I'm living the right life," she said, her voice unsteady. "But it doesn't feel like the real one." I didn't answer. I just kissed her. It wasn't long. It wasn't gentle. It was years of silence, tension, and fear compressed into one breathless moment. She didn't say goodbye. She got in her car and drove away, leaving me standing there with my heart in my mouth. Since then, we've lived in this strange in-between. Not quite past, not quite present. Somewhere between morality and truth. Between what's right, and what's real. Now, every time someone says her name around me, I bite back a smile. Pretend I'm not hearing it like a secret echo. Because no one knows. But I do. And so does she.